Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, first, before we get started, I have to show you this cute little iPod holder I got. It looks like old cassette tape, and you put your AirPods in it. But it's that awesome Mix Volume One from Guardian of the Galaxies. I'll have it in my Amazon store. Link is down below. But I just thought that was just so cool for the AirPods. I just wanted to show you. All right, so let's talk about William D. Rothschild. Now, apparently, a man named William D. Rothschild died in a fire in Laurel Canyon. Now, Laurel Canyon has a very storied history, anyways, and apparently he was a recluse. Very few neighbors interacted with him. And here's the mystery. This man who died in the fire, is the house is registered to a William de Rothschild who was 87 years old. And the man that they say died in the home was William de Rothschild at 77 years old. So are they the same person? Was it just a clerical error when he bought the home? They input his year of birth wrong. I don't know. And that has happened. That actually happened to us. We live in Canada, and our province is AB for Alberta, but another province is MB for Manitoba. And they input some very important papers, MB, instead of AB. And it took us, I don't know how many years to undo it just because of one clerical error. Also, one time my bank made a mistake and spelt my name Chanta instead of Shanta. And I was already overseas before I realized the error. And that took, I don't know how much paperwork. And I actually had to go to a consulate and get my passport verified that my name was actually spelled SH. And I think it had something to do with transferring money to the children's universities or something very important and needed to be done. So, long story short, clerks can make mistakes. I know, shocking. Government clerks make mistakes. So it could be an error. I mean, it's 87 and 77. Everything else matches up. So I'm not too fussed about that. What I am fussed about is they have not identified the body yet. Now, if that was a real William de Rothschild, you better believe the secrecy and the family would be all over that because they want to make sure they've got the insurance on the house. Apparently, he owned a couple of properties on the street. It's just not like them to abandon a family member like that, especially when it comes to the secrecy of the family. And yeah, he could have been estranged, but still the family would protect their name. Let's put it that way. So the first question I'm going to ask the cards, was that really William de Rothschild who passed away in the fire? Or is he just another person who needs to disappear? Let's ask the cards. Was that William de Rothschild that died in the fire in Laurel Canyon in California? Cards are ready. Wow, the Emperor in reverse. Ooh. Page of Candles in reverse. So that would be bad news. Knight of Gifts. So that would be the Knight of Coins in reverse. So that's the inertia that's being stuck. The Magus in reverse. Well, that's the spin doctor. So do we have the leader? So this would be the patriarch of the family, the current patriarch of the family. As we know, this year I believe it was Jacob who passed away in his 80s. So whoever is currently the patriarch of that leg of the family, and the Magus here in reverse. Ooh, and 7 of Canes in reverse. Look at all the reversals. It actually could be, Let me make sure you can see that zoomed in. It actually could be a spin doctoring, a cover up, the inertia. Um, let's see here. Five of canes in reverse on top of the page of candles in reverse. So canes is swords. So five of swords in reverse. So there was some kind of argument. Somebody did kind of bully somebody into something. King of good cheer on the night of gifts. So, now, could he have? Apparently, he was a hoarder. The house was quite in disarray, which I find a lot of people who are recluses, that tends to be a contributing factor to their death, or their hoarding. Could he have been drinking? Four of candles in reverse. Okay, so that's four of wands in reverse. That's a funeral or a death or an ending. Queen of gifts, Queen of pentacles in reverse, and the five of good cheer in reverse. The chariot, in control, in control. The child in reverse. Okay, so either he was very foolish and he did this himself to possibly, it could have been a self-inflicted. It actually could have been self-inflicted. That he was more in control of his future, because we have the child here in reverse. So that's being foolish. That's a foolish activity. Could it be something to do to make somebody mad in the family, the current patriarch, or the thing is that the emperor in reverse is a big bully, and we do have the five of swords in reverse, and it's just that he's holding a fire stick, and he's a dictator, and he's a control freak. And with this strategy here, and then being in control, and the foolish act, seven of gifts, the moon in reverse, ace of swords upright, and the 10 of candles, so 10 of wands in reverse, and the 6 of candles in reverse. So yes, the cards are confirming he did not have a lot to do with his family at all. I think that with the moon in reverse and the ace of swords upright and the 10 of candles in reverse, we have somebody here who wanted to relieve a burden. Now, what's getting me here is the seven of gifts, which is the seven of coins, which is long-term planning, long-term investment, long-term planning. The six of candles in reverse, that six of wands, that you're just really not that successful. Seven of good cheer, had a lot of options. Eight of good cheer. And so with that, with the knight of gifts, the inertia, the not going anywhere, the wheel of the year, ace of candles in reverse, nine of candles in reverse. Now, I'm going to say that's actually him in the fire. Who started the fire? That's to be investigated. That's what I'm seeing in the cards, is that I think he's been fighting with his family for a while. I think that possibly over, who knows, maybe it's had something to do with money. Obviously, he had money. I mean, he owned numerous properties there, and his house alone was worth $1 million. No mortgage on it, of course. I'm wondering here with this Wheel of Fortune and this Ace of Candles in reverse, which is a fire sign as well. I'm wondering here if I don't want to. Did that fire? Was he drinking? and somebody else started the fire. That's what I'm trying to say. Um, I I think we're gonna find out that, yes, that's indeed his body. I think, but it's who started the fire is going to be the big question. Like, how did the fire start? Just because you're a hoarder doesn't mean things just naturally combust. Um, Unless he was a smoker, right? Maybe he had that. If that was in reverse, if the King of Cups was in reverse, I'd say, oh yeah, he was drunk and fell asleep. Especially with the Four of Candles right next to him, possibly fell asleep with a cigarette. But I find a lot of recluse and hoarders and whatnot, they're too cheap to buy cigarettes. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but somebody made a lot of money on his demise. So I think that's who you need to go look at. I think this Emperor here in reverse, I think all roads lead back to him because we also have the Magus, which is the spin doctor, Queen of Gifts. That's the manifestation card. And that's why I'm thinking like they weren't happy with what he was possibly doing to the name. Uh, who knows? Sometimes we all wish we had those billions, and then you see some of the problems that those people have, and you think twice about it. Um, I think yes, it was him, but he wasn't the one who started the fire. And that's my final answer. I think he was embattled with the family. He could have been arguing with the family. Something. It could have been something to do with Jacob, who passed away in February, because we have 9 months of arguing here. I think he passed away in February. I don't know if it's Jacob or not. It was. I know it was one of the patriarchs. A Rothschild passed away, and in February, and that's 9 months of arguing. So possibly arguing over the inheritance. Possibly he was owed more than he right. I didn't really research a lot about the family line on that regard, but anyways, it's him, and who collects all the insurance money and all the um, property values. I think that's the person you need to look at for who actually started the fire. But I highly doubt that will ever be discovered, just because they're that good at it. Lots of stuff like that goes on in that family. All right. Well, there you go. So now we sit and wait. As of today, December 2nd, I think it's around 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm not sure. I'm in a different time zone. I looked in the newspapers, the LA newspapers, and there was still nothing about the body being identified, and the fire department is still doing their investigation. So this is my reading as of this time, and time will tell how close we are. All right, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget the magazine is out now, and it's fantastic. Even all the bonuses that come with it are worth the $6.99 alone. This will be the last time you have an opportunity to get it for $6.99. And or if you lock in a subscription, you can get the whole year for $69.99. And that includes 2 free issues, and you'll never see that offer again. So thank you very much for watching. Please take good care. See you online. Bye for now.